right, Jackie. Just let me know when you have something, all right? Something in a really classy office space or some gorgeous country spot. Okay, thanks. Bye.
You busy? You gotta see this.
Oh, some sensational new headline?
I better. Check it out.
Win big bucks with the Sun. Starting today, look for the small drawing of the Sun hidden in your copy of the Sun. If you got the lucky paper, then
you get
won...
$5,000 cold hard cash.
Todd, a lotto in every newspaper. This is a great idea.
Right, who wouldn't plunk down 50 cents for the chance to win thousands?
Great. Well, it looks like you have your fight back. I like that. You want some coffee?
Thanks. I'm just getting started. You know, I mean, the Sun was picking up steam with this whole police corruption thing, but now with this contest, we're going to go right through the roof. You know what the best part is? The idea came from the publisher of the Banner herself.
Vicky, she told you to do this?
Yeah, I mean, well, she kind of let it slip. And the weird part is, I think she did it on purpose.
Well, why would she do something like that?
Oh, who knows? Who cares? All I know is the deadbeats at the Banner are going to flip when they see this, especially Kevin.
Oh, it's so hard to see Lanford like this. Oh, it's like he was part of the family.
I know. Look, I'm really sorry that this has taken so long. I just figured by now the fire department will let us into the foyer. You know, we can at least check out the entrance to Grandpa Victor's secret room. When you told me that you remembered what it used to look like, I just thought it was really important that, you know, you be there when I checked it out. The fire department is sure that that fire was started down there.
Well, they must be confused or something, because that's impossible. That room caved in a couple of years ago. They shored it up and sealed it.
Well, I know. But their investigation is looking like...
Oh, that investigation, I think, is a waste of time. I told you, Todd Manning came over here right before the fire. And you know as well as anybody what that animal is capable of. I'll bet you every penny I have, Todd Manning is the one who did this to this house.
Wow, you're really setting up shop here, Moody.
Yeah, so what, are you checking up on me?
No, actually, I came to meet with someone.
Oh, yeah? Who's that?
Christian Vega.
Oh, so he did call you.
Yeah, he said that there was something he wanted to talk to me about.
Well, I could tell that he wanted to talk to you about something on yesterday. I could also tell it was a tough call for him. So, did he say what it was about?
No, but I think he's ready to tell me everything he knows about who attacked Blair.
Prove that I mugged that woman, huh? You and who else?
I was the one who found her, remember?
I don't care, man. You're crazy. Look, you don't know what went on down there, all right? What's the matter with you anyway, Chris? I always like you, and you're supposed to be so smart. You think you're gonna come here and threaten me, and you think that's gonna keep you healthy, man? You're wrong. You or your friend Eddie Velasquez are not gonna be healthy.
I really like this one. Where did you stop?
It was no good. What are you doing here? I thought you were going to be over at Mrs. Vickers.
No, not till later this afternoon. What can I get for you today? Just a cup of coffee for me, thank you. Are you hungry? Be right back with your coffee. Mm-hmm. Why did you have something to eat? You didn't have any breakfast either.
Look, I'm just not hungry, all right? It's no big deal.
Ah, yes, it is. When everything is all right, you're a bottomless pit. When everything isn't going so great, it's another story. So, you want to tell me what's wrong? Christian, what is it?
10 cases of Miracle Mud? That's terrific. Listen, I'll tell you something else, Mr. Stratton. With summer here, you're probably going to want to carry Serenity Springs sunblock. I'm telling you, this stuff is all natural, and it works like gangbusters. Great. Well, let me tell you, sir, it is a pleasure doing business with you.
Sounds like you made another big score.
Stratton's Cosmetics, 12 stores in the chain, and all of them will be carrying our line by the end of the month.
Stratton's, Tate's, and Cunningham's? Max, you got every major chain here. I gotta tell you, selling Serenity Springs products outside of the spa was pure genius. In fact, I went over some of the sales figures just from Logan's alone for last month. Man, if you got
Forget Logan's. Logan's dumped us, and we can forget about the mail order catalog, too.
What are you talking about?
A certain competitor of ours has taken our shelf space. With some sort of under-the-counter deal, Serenity Springs products are all out.
That sounds more like blackmail to me. What company would do that?
Well, take a guess. Who's the new kid on the block?
You're kidding me.
Our old pal Blair. She wants us out of the way, and she's playing dirty.
All right, get this. I can set it up so that 7 out of the 10 first winning numbers come out of Angel Square. That way, the first prize money will go to some poor working stiff who needs the dough. Word will get around. Guess who's number 1 in East Landview?
The Sun. Your paper becomes the newspaper of the people.
What an angle, right? I mean, who'd buy the banner when the Sun can make you rich?
Well, you are on a roll. I mean, first you scoop the banner every 2 or 3 days, and looky here now, this is great.
I'm just getting started. I've got so many ideas.
Well, you're not the only one who has ideas in this family. I have a few of my own. Come look.
What?
This is the idea for a new high-tech, high-energy health spa where somebody could work out and also veg out, but totally in style. What do you think?
Well, I like it. It's going to make Serenity Springs look like Landview's old aging home.
You know it. And I'm going to make this everything that little homespun, too quaint lodge will never be. This is going to be hip, high-tech, total 90s. But my only problem is that I can't seem to find the right space. I have been on the phone all morning with realtors, and I just can't seem to find anything.
Well, it's right under your nose.
What?
Why don't you put your spa here, in the Manning building?
Are you serious?
Yeah, why not? It's got a great location right downtown. Can't beat the rent. Building's in pretty good shape.
Yeah, but it's 100% occupied, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we'll shove some people out and make them move.
Todd, you really mean that?
Yeah, sure. Call the manager. Tell him to clear out 4 floors, 5, 6, whatever you need. You want your spa? You got it. Right here.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, after everything that Todd has tried to do to destroy the banner, I can almost believe that he would do this.
Almost, Kevin? This is exactly the kind of thing he would do.
Yeah, well, maybe. It's just if the fire department is right, and if that fire did start down in the secret room, then there's no way that Todd could have been the one who started it.
Why not?
Because Todd didn't even know that room existed.
Yeah, but wait. Why are we even talking about it? There is no secret room. You remember when CJ and Al, they got trapped in the crevice? Well, that cave-in was the last time anybody was even able to get to that room. The foundation was shored up and the room was sealed off.
Yeah, I know, but...
But what then?
Well, you remember right after Sloan died? You remember Mom was trying to keep herself busy by building that greenhouse?
Yeah?
Well, she had some of those workmen doing renovations, you know?
Right.
So maybe Mom had them reopen that room.
Kevin, no. Oh, no, you don't understand. Do you remember this disgusting part of Lord of the Banner where Victor had these secret liaisons and the mistresses coming out of the woodwork, including my mother?
Yeah, that was the room where he took them.
Yeah. Vicky couldn't stand that sight of Victor. You know, she would defend him about almost everything else, but when it came to that sleazy stuff with these young girls, no way would she have that room reopened.
Well, maybe.
No, maybe about it, Kevin. It drove her crazy. She hated that room.
Tina, do you remember right after Sloan died? Do you remember after Mom had that car accident? How she was just real different. Real cold.
Yeah. Yeah, she's been kind of cold. She's been all over the map lately. She kicked me and the kids out of the house, and then she turned around and told us to move back in. And did I tell you, I caught her yelling at the kids, and she made them cry. She's never done that before.
There you go. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Mom has been doing all kinds of, which is really weird stuff lately.
Yeah, but Kevin, to reopen that secret room, start a fire, think about it. That's crazy.
I don't know. You know, I just wish the fire department would... I just wish they'd say they were wrong, you know, that the fire didn't start down in that room. Then I could agree with you.
That Todd did it.
Well, he certainly has been bragging about how he wants to destroy the banner. So why not destroy Landfair, too? I'll tell you something. If Todd did this, he is not going to get away with it. I'll make sure of that.
Dos huevos fritos, un café con leche y un pan con mantequilla.
My boy Javier, who you're staring at?
Ma, just forget it, okay?
How can I forget it? Everybody knows that Javier is the one who shot your friend Eddie. But I'm glad your friend Eddie's all right. But that doesn't mean Javier should be free to walk the streets.
There's nothing anybody can do about it.
Well, there was. Eddie should have told the police who shot him when it happened. That way Javier wouldn't be out there free to hurt someone else.
Ma, you just don't get it, do you? Look, Javier's an arrow, okay? And he's a pride. If Eddie would have gotten ratted on him, that would have been it. I mean, look, the arrows will get to the brothers just the way the prides do.
Look, Christian, you haven't joined those prides, have you?
No.
Thank God. Don't ever be part of that. You must never be part of that. Those gangs, they suck you in with their tough talk. In the end, it's always the same. You either end up in jail or dead.
Yeah. But what if I was Eddie, huh? What if I had something on Javier and I went to the cops? Who would protect me? Who would protect me from the arrows? Who?
Christian, the police have ways to work with people who give them information. We have to have some trust.
Trust in what, the cops? Come on, Mom.
We have to do whatever it takes to stand up to these gangs. I lost one son to them. I won't lose you.
Hey, look, Ma, I gotta go, all right? I got a friend that come on, I gotta meet.
Someone I know?
No, Ma, don't worry about it. It's not anybody in the gang, okay? Look, come on, I'll walk you over to the bus stop.
No, thank you. I'm gonna stay, finish my coffee, read my paper.
All right, I'll see you later.
Hey. You'll remember what we talked about, huh?
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, what do you want?
Where's Eddie?
I don't know.
You expect me to believe that, Chris?
You believe what you want.
Listen, I got a little message for your amigo, Eddie. Tell him that he can't hide forever. He tagged the Arrows wall, and he's got to pay the price.
Oh, come on, man. Why don't you just forget about that, huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. I almost forgot I got to listen to you now. Because supposedly you can prove that I was the one who mugged that rich gringa down at the docks, right? Is that right? Better get smart, Chris. Don't even think about messing with me, my man. Because I'm going to put you at the top of my list.
Yeah. You do that.
You know, I know that Blair is hell-bent on making Melodor work, but freezing Serenity Springs out of Logan's, I mean, that's vindictive. Why would she do that?
She wants to get back at me for something that happened the other day.
And what would that be?
Went over to the park to pick up the kids, and I saw her there getting all gooey-eyed with CJ and Sarah. It was obvious she was just trying to use them to get back to you again, so I called her on it, and she went ballistic.
You know, Max, Blair has always been good to my kids. They got a relationship going there.
Court, maybe that's what you want you to think.
Oh, Max, come on. That's not what you was doing. You know, I can settle my own problems, Max. I don't need you to do that for me. What you should have done, you should have just walked away and left it alone.
Okay, fine, but let's just remember who we are talking about here. Blair, the woman that used you, then slept with Todd Manning, then dumped you for $27 million bucks.
Guess what, Max? I don't need you to remind me what Blair did to me, and I certainly don't need you to run my life, okay?
Okay, fine, but let me just say something here. You let that woman work her way back under your skin, you're gonna regret it.
Jessica.
Oh, hi, Mrs. Vega.
Honey, I'm so glad you're all right. I was very worried when I heard about the fire and that you were hurt.
Yeah, but I'm okay now. It was nice of Christian to come see me in the hospital.
He was very concerned about you.
I know.
Christian just left. He'll be sorry that he missed you. Tell me, how's your mother doing?
She's still in the hospital.
You're very worried about her, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, but my Uncle Larry, he's her doctor, and he says she's gonna be fine.
That's wonderful. And so soon she'll be able to come home?
No. No, she can't. I mean, we don't have a home anymore, Mrs. Vega. It's all gone.
So when do you think you're going to have your first basketball game?
What? You want to make sure all your cops are down here before I have that first game, don't you?
Dylan, sooner or later, you got to face the fact that there are going to be cops down here. It's our job to make sure that there's no trouble, and we're going to do our job.
Oh, come on, Andy. What? You think those kids want to come here and play and hang out when there are cops standing around everywhere?
What if it wasn't so threatening?
What do you mean, if it wasn't so threatening?
Well, I mean, you're looking for volunteers, right? Well, what if you had a volunteer who just happened to be a cop in her spare time?
And just who would that be?
Come on. I wouldn't wear a uniform unless it was a referee's uniform. You know, I'd make a very good ref. Hey, I could even start an all-girls team.
You're pretty serious about this, aren't you?
What do you think?
Well, I think you got yourself a deal.
Oh, right.
All right.
Good.
Hey, Christian.
I could come back if you want.
No, don't worry about it. I know you're here to talk to Andy, so, you want me to go?
No. You can stay. It's all right.
Okay.
Let's say I did know something about the lady who got mugged by the docks.
Then, I hope you tell me.
I am not saying one word until you make me a promise.
Yes, this is Blair Manning, and I'd like you to do something for me, please. You know the 5 floors directly under the Sun's offices? How soon can you clear them out? Yes, I know that there are tenants in them. Make them ex-tenants. Well, how you do it is your business. I just want it done, all right? If they have leases, just find a way to cancel them or evict them. Tomorrow, if possible. Okay. Yesterday would even be better, all right? Okay, just let me know when you hear something. Thanks a bunch.
Well, it's good to hear you laughing again.
You shouldn't sneak up on people like that, Court. How long have you been standing there?
Long enough to hear you doing some fancy footwork on the telephone.
Well, it was just business.
Seeing you wheeling and dealing like that. Yeah, not that I should be surprised. I always knew that you would do well behind an executive's desk.
Thank you. So what brings you here?
I heard about the little run-in you had with Max over at the park.
Oh. That, well, it was no big deal. It was just Max being Max.
Yeah, well, big deal or no, it looks like Serenity Springs is going to be the one to pay for it, right? So I came over here. I was hoping that we could talk. You know, just you and me. Maybe work something out. You think we could do that?
Before I tell you anything, you have to promise me that you will not tell anyone that I came to you. Look, I trust Dylan. I mean, I hope I can.
You know you can.
Look, it's not because of me, all right? I'm not afraid or anything. It's just because my mom, you know, she worries and stuff.
All right, look, Christian, what happened on the dock was a very serious crime. Now, I can't promise you that I can keep your name out of it completely, but I'll do my best.
Forget it. Just forget it.
Hey, wait. I heard you out. You owe me this much. I can promise you this. I'll do my best to keep your name out of it. And if your name ever comes up, I promise I'll tell you first. That's the best I can do. You still want to talk? All right. What was it you wanted to tell me?
When I found the lady by the docks, I saw that in her hand. And, I know who it belongs to.
Sorry to disturb you, Mr. Manning. Circulation figures this morning's edition.
We outsold the banner on the east side again. All right.
Need anything else right now?
Oh, no, I got everything I need right here. I knew it would happen. Just didn't think it would happen this fast.
Oh, they want to see me.
Sir, you can't come
I
in
want to
here
talk
right
to you,
now.
Todd, and I mean right now.
Mr. Manning, I tried to stop him.
It's all right. I'm more than happy to talk to Mr. Buchanan. So, Kev, here because you found the lucky son in your copy of my paper? Or are you here to cry because you didn't think of it first?
I couldn't care less about that stupid contest. Or that rag of a paper. What I want to know is, what were you doing at Landfair on the day the fire was set? And I'm telling you, pal, you better have some answers.
One Life to Live will continue in a moment here on ABC.
It's all right to cry. Okay? But you never cry. Sometimes you keep the hurt inside you forever. Here you go. Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry.
Sorry? Oh, why sorry? Who wouldn't be sad? We've been through all the things you've been through. So tell me, where have you been staying?
At my Grandpa Ace's.
Mm-hmm. So, what do you do over there? I mean, who do you talk to?
Well, there's Nigel.
Mm-hmm.
He's the butler. He's been really nice. He asked me to help him make dinner last night.
It can get a little lonely there sometimes, huh?
Yeah, sometimes.
Well, the next time you feel a little lonely, you come and see me, as long as your parents say it's okay.
Oh, no, I don't want to bother you.
Oh, seeing a friend is never a bother. It's a pleasure. So while they're fixing up your house, you come and see me anytime you want. We can have that cooking lesson that we talked about. Would you like that?
Yeah, I would.
Good.
Hi. I'm sorry to bother you while you're working, but I just...
Luna's not here, Tina. She took the twins for a stroll.
Actually, I'm here to see Cord. I just came from Landfair. Do you have a tissue, please? Thank you. Oh, Max, the whole house is ruined. I mean, every room. I can't believe what if CJ and Sarah was there. Can you imagine?
Thank God they weren't.
Those poor little things. They must be so confused. Everything that they counted on, their rooms and their toys, everything is gone. They still need to know that their mommy and daddy are still here, and that's why I need to see Cord.
Sorry, can't help you out there either.
Well, I thought Cord was going to be working here all morning.
We were supposed to, but we had a little falling out.
About what?
Nothing. Just Blair.
Blair? Why would Cord be arguing about Blair? I thought he was through with her.
Why, it seems he still feels that he needs to protect her when she gets caught.
Caught doing what?
I went to the park the other day and to pick up the kids, and there she was, trying to work that magic of hers on CJ and Sarah.
What?
Yep, there she was, sweet. She was so sticky sweet. She had the kids picking up flowers for her, and she was smiling, that sweet Barracuda smile of hers. I mean, it was clear as a bell to me that she was just trying to set up the kids or use them to get a Cord again.
Oh, that witch. Using my children, especially after them being so vulnerable with this fire.
I'm glad to see somebody else agrees with me. I mean, Cord acted like I was crazy and told me to stay out of his life.
I can't believe Cord is still defending her after everything that she's done to him.
Actually, I'd say it was more than defending. See, he took off out of here, wanted to make sure her feelings weren't hurt too badly.
How could anyone hurt her feelings? The woman doesn't have any.
You know, I don't care what Max says. I was sitting in the park by myself. CJ and Sarah came over to me. They brought me some flowers, very sweet. And, big deal. So what? I don't care if Max believes me or not. Your kids, I care about them, and I like them. And I would never use them, Cord. I wouldn't.
I know that. You don't need to explain it to me. In fact, I said the same thing to Max. I told him he was out of line, that he never should have come down on you like that.
Thank you.
It's no big deal. He was wrong, and I told him so.
Well, he was wrong.
Yeah, he was. And now I would like to tell you that I think you're wrong in making such a big deal out of this. Blair, come on, you don't need to make World War III here.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the way you had Serenity Springs products taken off the market over at Logan's. That wasn't about business. That was personal, Blair. It was a cheap shot. It was low. So I'm asking you, personally, could you let this go, please? Whatever it is that you've got going with Max's personal vendetta, could you just let it go? Blair, if not for my sake, do it for your own.
No, I can't, Cord. I can't.
Well, I'm sorry for trespassing on holy ground, but I went to Landfair to see my sister.
What about?
Why don't you ask your mother?
Because my mother is in the hospital because of that fire. So I'm asking you, what were you doing there?
Wasting my time. I already answered your questions. You want some coffee? Why don't you go back to the Banner, huh? Figure out how you can beat the sun. Or are you here to pick up a few pointers on how we keep beating the pants off of you?
What? Spying on the competition? That's not my style. That's yours.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, come on. You're not fooling anybody. I mean, it's no big secret. Everybody knows that you've got somebody planted at the Banner, stealing information.
I don't need to cheat to beat my competition.
Really? Well, just know this, okay? Not only am I going to find out who you planted at the Banner, I am also going to prove that you're responsible for blowing up our presses.
You are losing it. I didn't do any of those things.
Well, now, why don't I believe you? You know your track record for telling the truth? Well, it speaks for itself.
I don't need to put up with this, all right? You can't prove a word of what you're saying, so why
No,
don't
I
you just
can't.
get the
I
hell
can't.
out of here?
But I will, Todd. I will. And I'm pretty sure that I can also prove that you were behind the fire at Landfair.
Now you are really losing it. Somebody burns down your house, and I'm in the bushes with a pack of matches?
Well, somebody was there with a pack of matches and some kind of accelerant. And you were at Landfair the day of the fire, and you hate my family.
What are you talking
So you
about?
see, it doesn't seem like that big of a stretch to me.
An accelerant?
Well, that's good. That's real good. Mr. Innocent. What, you don't read your own paper? You know damn well that the fire department said that fire was no accident. Someone torched Landfair, Todd. And I think we both know who it was.
I didn't realize how late it was getting. I have to get on the next bus. I'll be late for Mrs. Vickers. Would you like to come? Your friend Kelly may be home.
No, thanks. I'll just hang out here for a while.
I don't want to leave you alone when you're upset.
I'm not upset anymore.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I guess I'm just kind of worried about my mom, but I'll be okay.
Well, I meant what I said. Anytime you're not okay, or you just want to talk, you come and see me, As long as your parents say it's okay. And I'm sure that Christian would say the same thing.
Do you think he's gonna stop by here later?
I don't know what his plans are. Frankly, he wasn't very talkative this morning.
Was something bothering him?
He'll be okay. The question is, will you?
I'll be fine.
Okay. I better be going. You take care of yourself, okay?
So are you going to tell me whose this is?
Javier Perez.
All right, Christian, look, I know I asked you this the night of the attack, but I got to ask you again. Did you actually see Javier attack the woman on the docks?
Look, I wasn't lying to you when I told you I didn't see who did it. See, but that wristband, I've seen it on him a whole bunch of times. I've seen it.
I know, but why did you wait till now to show this to me?
Look, when I saw the lady, she was hurt. I was trying to help her, right? But when you live in Angel Square, you know, ratting on someone is like asking for a bullet in your head.
Christian, by giving us this, you gave us a chance to put Javier behind bars, which will make Angel Square a safer place for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, what? You try to take him on with the pride, you try to take on the arrows by yourself, you know it's going to be a bloodbath.
I better get this over to Manzo at the station and see how he wants to work this.
Come on, I'll walk you out.
Wait. Before you go, there's something you should know. Like, maybe I shouldn't have done this, but, Javier was giving Eddie a really hard time, you know, I mean, threatening him and stuff, and I told him that he'd better back off because I could prove that he was the one who marked that lady. I'm sorry, look, it was a big mistake, I know.
No, actually, it might not have been, just as long as you can keep your name out of it, and you guys can do that,
Yeah,
right?
I'll do my best. I just hope that this is the key to putting Javier Perez behind bars for good.
Yeah, hope.
Thanks a lot, Christian. I'll be in touch.
I'm real disappointed, man. Come down to the community center looking for a little hoop action. And what do I find? My old friend, mi amigo, Christian, having a little powwow with a 5-0.
Yo, we were just talking, all right? She's here all the time.
Just talking, right? Talking about what?
Basketball. That's what we were talking about.
Oh, really?
Yeah, see, Officer Harrison here, she's going to be a referee, and, well, Christian, he's going to play, and I bet you'd like to play, too. How about if I go ahead and give you a uniform here, and we'll suit you up, and we'll start playing?
Keep it. Got a lot of better things to do with my time. I'll be seeing you around.
I could have handled them.
Yeah, in a clean fight, I'm sure you could have, but there's nothing clean about that guy. Look, Christian, I'm really proud of what you did. What you did to Guts. It's gonna work out, all right?
Well, I can't believe that Cord thinks talking to Blair is going to change anything.
Maybe he thinks he can get through to her, I guess.
Hmm? And that's Cord for you. He's too good. He sees the best in people, no matter how many times somebody could hurt him over and over again. I've got that same problem.
You are too good, too.
Too trusting.
Mm-hmm.
Like with David, I kept letting him back into my life, no matter how many times he would hurt me.
But that's all in the past now.
Mm-hmm. Well, thanks to a very good therapist, he showed me how stupid I was being. Maybe that's what Cord needs, a good therapist. You know, it's worked wonders for me. I'm living proof.
I don't know about therapy, but Cord does need to do something. I mean, he better watch it, or that witch is going to work her way back into his life.
There you go. There's Max assuming the worst again about me.
You know, Max is not the only one who's going to be hurt by this, Blair.
That's right. St. Luna, she just can't wait to have a field day moralizing about my wicked ways.
No, actually, I was talking more about me. I'm not afraid of a little friendly competition. Hell, I'm not afraid of any kind of competition. With business. Not personal. There's nothing you can say to convince me that this isn't personal. Not only that, it's beneath you, Blair. And it's wrong.
Well, I'm sorry that you feel that way, Cord. Because I thought you, of all people, would understand just how important Melador is to me. And it's all that I have left. So, yes, I'll do anything to make my business a success. But business is the key word here. That's all it's about. All that it's about. Nothing more.
You know what the saddest part of this is?
What?
I think you might actually believe that.
Yes, I believe it.
Oh. So then what Max is saying about you is true. And I have been wrong about you all along. Maybe I never really knew you. Maybe I wasn't even close. Thanks for your time. Next time we'll make an appointment.
What? None of those tenants on those floors have signed their leases yet? All right, well, how soon can you get them out then? The end of the month. I see. So, do I still want them out? You bet. Get rid of them. Get rid of all of them.
You know, I'm getting tired of this. Every time something goes wrong in this town, your family points to me.
Oh. Now, why do you suppose that is?
Because they hate my guts. But you're never going to nail this fire on me because I didn't do it.
You know something? It seems to me there's some sort of a pattern forming here, you know? All of a sudden, there's a leak at the banner. And where does that information end up? In your paper. And then all of a sudden, our presses are blown up. And whose paper goes into double circulation that day? Yours.
So how do I benefit from the fire at Landfair?
I don't know. But I'll figure it out.
All right, I'm telling you for the last time. I didn't do any of the stuff that you're talking about.
Oh, yeah? Well, then you tell me something, Todd. Who did it?
All right, you want to know? You want to know who's bringing the banner down? Who's trying to wreck your happy home? Go ask your mother.
Tonight, DJ thinks her new boyfriend, Viper, is an angel, but Dad thinks he's a snake. Will he nip the young love in the bud? Don't miss Full House. Then, when the girls can't stop fighting, Mom and Grandpa come up with a few old tricks to shape them up on Thunder Alley. Now stay tuned for General Hospital, following an ABC News brief. Next.
You hang in, Jacob.
Will memories of the past
He's not Jesse. He's Jacob.
When I look at him, I feel things that I can't control.
Threaten love in the present.
Promise me that I'm not gonna lose you.
All the passion in half the time loving.